Hey guys, so I'm gonna show you a way on how to pass out flyers for those of you who don't like walking and distributing flyers door to door for various reasons. Mainly because there might be some residents who don't like people to just walk up to their doors and solicit them, whether you talk to them or not, whether you just drop the flyer or you door knock and things like that. And sometimes it's very time consuming as well, going from door to door and neighborhood to neighborhood. But anyways, this is a quick video. Hopefully you like it. Um, it's regarding passing out flyers in your vehicle. So basically, what you do is you're gonna target an area that you wish or you would like to have, density, a lot of clients there, especially if an area that you haven't been there before, you don't have any clients, any customers there. And if you do, it's even better because they've probably seen your vehicle and things like that. Now, of course, your truck or the equipment that you use, if it's marked, if it's got the name of your company outside on it, then you'll be recognized better than if you don't have any name on it. Um, okay, so let's get on it. Now, basically what you need to do is open up a program, whether it's going to be Paint. We're going to be using Paint here, but like right here, this is the one I went ahead and did. Now this is just example here. If you have, it's gonna open up like this one here is a full one for one page, but what I like to do is print this like in a quad print. It's like 4 in one page. What this does, you're able to go ahead and put it in little Ziploc bags like this. You put a little bunch of rocks there, just a few rocks, and then you can go ahead and throw them out the window as you drive by, especially at night when there's no cars and there's no people out there standing. You just pass by slowly and carefully and you toss it out into the driveway. Now this here, if I would print this one, let's say if I don't have a printer at home or at the office, and if I don't want to go ahead and spend that money, I could also go to like a FedEx office or a possibly UPS. I don't know if they have the UPS store, if they have a printer or not. But normally I would go to FedEx office or FedEx store and go ahead and print them. But I would use, this is what I like doing. I like to go ahead and print a quad, make them small, and when you print one, it'll cost you about 13 or 14 cents. Now 13 or 14 cents divided by 4, that becomes a lot more cheaper. Now let's see, so we're going to go ahead and open it up with Paint. Now you need your logos and the items that you're going to include in there. Now of course, like they say, you don't want to make it too busy, like have too many items in it. You want people to go ahead and be able to read it and get to the point. But sometimes of course you run out of space. But here we go. You can, if you don't know how to use the program Paint, it's a free program that comes with your Windows laptop or computer, I believe. And so it's very simple. You can always go ahead and Google or YouTube how to use Paint program on Windows, on Google or on YouTube, and you'll be able to look up some tutorials and you can learn how. It's very simple. But anyways, basically what you got to do is here, like this is one of my previous ones that I did, and since it's already there, all I got to do is just remove some of it and then change the dates on the remaining one. Like in this case, I can just go ahead and minimize or make it smaller by going here and now this here became smaller. So the quickest way to go ahead and remove these items is just by moving this little cursor thing here and move it to the left, and this is gonna remove that portion. Over here, just go down to the bottom and do the same thing. Now just go up, and there it is. Now of course it's too small, you won't be able to work with it with that, so now you got to go back over here and make it bigger, and it goes bigger size. Now just if you do a little bit more or one more, then it becomes a lot bigger. So now you can work with this screen. Now here we're going to go ahead and edit or remove some items, like this one here where it says January 31st. You want to give yourself some time, right? Of course, because you're gonna go and pass them out and stuff, and the clients or the potential customers are not going to respond right away, so you need to give them time to think about it, and hopefully they'll save your flyer and use it up in the future. But of course, you don't want to also give them too much time, because you want to continue. Your business is like it's going to be like a wheel, and if it doesn't keep rolling, you're going to go out of business. So, but basically what this says here, now of course you can do one with your own words. It's going to say here, we're going to be targeting a specific neighborhood or specific neighborhoods, and it says we're looking for 5 new mowing clients in this neighborhood. Be one of the 5 to sign up before, and then here you put in the date, whatever time, and says, and lock in the low weekly or bi-weekly service fee for the remaining of 2020. And then you give them your offers, and it says right there, so they select an offer, and weekly, in this case it's for only 5 clients, so we're offering a low price of $30 per week. Our normal rate right now, it's $40 so per week, so they'll save $10 per service for the entire year. Now it might not sound like a lot, but if you have 52 weeks in a year and you multiply it by 10 or times it, it'll give you some good money there. So that's a good savings. Now this is for 5 clients in that area, and it's to create density for you. Now imagine you handpick the neighborhood and you do get 2 or even 1 client in that neighborhood. Well, you're going to be going there every week or bi-weekly, and those neighbors around there, they're going to be seeing your truck, they're going to be seeing your people working there, and that opens up a door for you, that those people might stop. And depending on your employees or yourself, if you're very approachable, if you're happy and all that, and you're waving at everybody that passes by, and you wish them a good day without even speaking to them, they'll see and they'll feel your energy, and they'll see your logo on your vehicle, and then they'll be calling you or sending you an email or just going to your website and sign up for your service. Now, because remember, it's not just about delivering a message there to their door. It's when people passing by, they see you, just like you see other people's services. When you have a need for that certain service, then you call them, even though they never gave you any information about them. So okay, so now if they select the bi-weekly service, in this case our regular price right now, it's $50 for bi-weekly, but if they sign up with this flyer, the bi-weekly service is going to be $40 for the entire the rest of the year, and so they're also going to be saving $10 per service. Now, what does it include? In our regular service for mowing, it includes mowing, the edging, the trimming, and the blowing. And that is regular. Now, we always make sure that we take care of everything that we cut. We remove it and we throw it in the trash, and we blow the remaining little smaller debris back into the lawn. Now, So very simple. That's all it says right there. Now it says sign up at lawncareforyou.com or call us at that phone number there, 888-252-9155. You always have to include, of course, an expiration date because your flyers are going to be out there. Most of the time they might end up in the trash, but sometimes people might save them, and you got to have a expiration date on them. It's better for you and better for everybody. And it says offer expires January 31st, 2020, or once 5 clients sign up. It says cannot be combined with the other offers. Residential lots up to 8,000 square feet must present this flyer for on first service. And it says no contracts required. That's because we don't require contracts for residential lots. And we also included the logo there for Visa and MasterCard, so that the viewer can see right away that they can go ahead and pay with their debit card or their credit card online. So that's the the flyer there. Now we're gonna go ahead and edit it and make it into a quad print so that we can go ahead and go to FedEx office and make copies. Okay, so I'm just playing with this here. So here, if you never used this before, again, you can go to the view here, and then it's going to give you this options there. If you want to add this ruler here, if you can see right there, you click there and goes away, and if you click it back, and it comes back. Now the grid lines are the same thing, or the same way right there. Those grids, you can remove them by clicking there, and you can add them. Now the status bar is the one in the bottom, but it's really not necessary, but it's I just leave it there. Anyway, so this is the grid lines are helpful, and also the ruler, because it allows you to go ahead and put the images and the words, because this is a picture, of course, and we're gonna edit it. It's not like a word process or processor where you can just go ahead and type and remove it. But once you save it, it becomes a picture. So for right now, we're gonna go ahead and remove the grid lines, and we're gonna extend this a bit all the way to where it says 1600. Now, in order to work on it, I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. Scroll down, and we're going to change the date, because today is already the 26th as of the recording of this video, and we want to go ahead and give the potential clients more time to think about it. And so right now, in order to edit this, you're going to go back to the home area here on your upper left corner. Then you can select this here, the select box, which allows you to go ahead and grab a portion of this white background. You're going to copy it, either that or you just grab it and you put it right on top of it, and you cover the letters there. And there's two areas where it says that. It says January 31st, so you're going to remove that one. And then also down here, down below, you can copy or grab a little space, the amount, doesn't matter how big, and then you can just make it bigger. Right there. Now, in order to add the text, you're going to go up here where you have this A, which that means that you can add the text. And you click on it, and then you bring your cursor down anywhere, and then you type. Of course, now we're going to, since January is going to be over pretty soon, we're going to go ahead and put in February. And it's going to be, as you type, the letters are going to be bigger, but you want to go ahead and bring them down or make them smaller to be big enough, and the same as the other one. So that one needs to be changed. So it's not 24, we're gonna try 22. That looks bigger. Let's go to 20 because it always changes. Let's go to 20 and put it on top of the other one and see if it's about the same size. It looks about the same, so we're gonna go ahead and use this one. So here I'm gonna say before February, let's say 15, 2020. Okay, so we're gonna have to make it a little bit smaller, so we're gonna go to 19. You just punch in 19 over here and then just click on enter, and then it changes and now it looks more suitable there, so we're gonna go ahead and place it there. Now right now when we change the one in the bottom, of course since it's smaller, this is when you'll see that every time you're gonna have to be changing it, but it's only twice depending on how many changes you're going to be doing to this, to your own ad or flyer. So here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go February 15, 2020, and then we're going to go ahead and change it. Let's go to 16. And let's try 15. That one looks okay. And then just align it. And there it is. Now, whenever you do changes and if you're ready to go ahead and save it, you can just always go click here. The best way of saving it, which I found out, it was you got to go to File and then Save As and PNG, so that you can go ahead and use it on like websites and stuff like that. But since you're just going to print it anyways, but it doesn't matter. Some people save it in JPEG, but I always save them on PNG format. So this one's already saved that way, so I'm just going to hit save. And now this is when you minimize it or go make it smaller, and make sure you read the entire thing, and if it looks good, all you gotta do now is just go back up to the select right here on the box, select that box. You're gonna copy the entire portion, which is like this, and then go ahead and press copy up here on the upper left. You press copy, then you can go ahead and paste it by hitting paste right here, and then it's going to ask you from where, from another folder or the one that you just copied, and you'll push or click on paste. Now it pops up right here. You grab it, you move it to the left, or I'm sorry, to the right, and this is when the grid lines become useful, because you see how it could be like this. So you can just drop it like that, go to view, and then hit the grid lines, and then now you'll be able to compare where you should drop it at. Now you want to drop it a little bit to the right and give yourself some space where you can go ahead and cut it, because you're going to end up cutting right here. This you're going to cut. So then once you're ready there, you can go ahead and drop it, minimize it a bit, scroll down like to the 1500 line right here. Again, make it bigger, scroll down, and right now you don't have to copy it anymore because it's already in the memory. So just go back to the home right here and click paste, and then paste again, and then there's another copy there. Now all you got to do is remember, you're going to need space to cut horizontally, so like right here, this area, you're going to need to cut. So bring it down a bit, compare this here with the one up here. and you can just drop it. Then scroll down a little bit over here, and then you want to paste one there, so you'll click paste again, and then move it over here. Same thing, you're gonna visually compare this area with this one, and also horizontally, like right here, this line. And once you're ready, once you feel you're good right there, just go ahead and click and hit the save button. And now you're ready. This is it. You can, since you already saved it, all you gotta do now is exit, and there's the new one we did. So that's how it looks. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and save it into or transfer it to a flash drive. Go to FedEx office and print the flyers and cut them up. Then I'm gonna go to the Dollar General store and buy some sandwich bags with like a little Ziploc bag for $1. There are like 45 bags in every little box for $1. And then I'm gonna go to the Home Depot and buy little rocks that you're gonna put in there, or at least I'm gonna put in there into the bags. And then later on tonight, I'm gonna go out to select neighborhoods and just distribute them, drop them off. I could go by myself, or I could take someone with me and they could sit in the passenger's front seat and just throw them out the window, or I could do on both sides as well. All right, guys, let's stay tuned. So here we are. We're gonna walk in there and go ahead and make some, print some copies. Okay, so this is how they came out. I'm gonna have to adjust this here because I didn't know they had that machine to cut the flyers, and he did it like really quick, but that's pretty good. It was very helpful. So here we are. I'm gonna go inside and get those Ziploc bags, sandwich style. Okay, so I went ahead and went into the Dollar Tree store and got a total of 8 boxes of bags, and each one of them here, this one they have 55 each. So I printed a total of 400 small flyers. So it's 100 flyers, but since they were cut in 4 pieces each, that gives you 400. So now I divided 55 into 400, and it said I need 7.7 boxes, and they're $1 each. So that came to a grand total of $8.66 for the zipper sandwich bags that I'm gonna need. So the prints, or the copies, were a total of $20 for 100 of them, and cut in quads. So that gave me 400 copies for $20. So right now the total price so far, it's $28.68. Now I'm gonna go to the Home Depot and get a bag of rocks, and that's gonna be around $4.68, around there. So let's go. Okay, so we made it. We're at the Home Depot. Now we just got to go to the garden department. That's where the bags of rocks are located at. So let's go. Okay, make sure you grab one of these carts because the bags are pretty heavy for you to be just carrying them around. Also, don't forget, you're gonna need, well, I didn't mention this, but you're gonna need boxes or bags to put all the little bags inside. Something this size would be nice, especially the small the small size. Okay, so here we're at the section where you kind of get the bag rocks, and like this one's here, going for $4.68. Marble chips. These are the ones I use. So just take one bag and that should be enough. Alright, so for the 2 boxes and the bag of rocks, it was $6.67 at the Home Depot. Alright guys, so there it is. We got the copies and the bags. Now we're gonna start putting the little flyers inside the bags. Then we're gonna go ahead and add the rocks into the bags. It's gonna take a while. It's a lot of copies here. There are like 400 of them, and this is how it turned out. All right, so we're gonna get started. We're gonna put them in the box. So got two boxes. I'm sure it's gonna get filled up. All right, stay tuned. All right, so there we go. All the copies are in the bags. That's how they look right now. They're all in there, and we're gonna go ahead and place the little rocks in the bags so that they can have some weight when you toss them out the window and land it in the driveway. So here we have some leftovers from the previous project, and so we're going to fill them up. Once we put the rocks in there, it's going to create more volume, just like right now when we place the bags in there. So we might end up using both boxes. All right guys, so I guess we're finished for today. We went ahead and placed some rocks on some of the bags, but unfortunately the bag that we purchased today seems to be damp with water, so we're not going to be able to use that bag, because if not, it's going to ruin our paper. So those are the leftovers, and that's the one we finished with our leftover bag from the other day. So we're going to go ahead and go out and just drop off those at a selected neighborhood. That's a good amount of bags to distribute. So all right, and this is how they look now with the rocks inside. All right, thanks. All right guys, so here we go. We got the box in the truck. Now we're gonna go ahead and go out to a selected neighborhood we already pointed out, and we're gonna throw them out in the driveways. So stay tuned. All right guys, so this is how you do it. You just drive by and throw them from one side or the other, or both. First we're gonna throw from one side, and then we're going to circle back and do the opposite side. The nice thing about doing this at night is that there's not that many vehicles out here. I'm sure in whatever neighborhood you're going to go to. Also no pedestrians. And just like that. All right, and you just continue until you're depleted the whole boxes or box.